Hi everyone, Rachel Flint here. I did a video last week talking about flexible dieting and how to figure out your body type as well as how to determine your macros once you know your body type. So today I wanted to log into MyFitnessPal and show you how I use that tool to help me stay on track. So I did not practice this beforehand, so we'll see how it goes. So pull up the MyFitnessPal app. It looks like this. It's a free app and it's available for iPhone or Android. So when you log into MyFitnessPal, you have to create an account. There's the truth for today. However, I lowered my calories, but I'm not really starting that lower number until tomorrow. That's my disclaimer. Okay, so here we go. So once you know what your macro target is, I'm looking at myself on this so I can make sure I'm pointing to the right things. But so once you know what your macro target is, what your overall calorie intake is, and what your percentages of your macros need to be, your carbs, your fats, and your protein, what you can do is you can go into right here where it says goals and touch that. Now, if you let MyFitnessPal determine that for you, it's going to be way jacked. So don't do that. What you want to do is go into customize your default or daily goals, which is right here. And that is where you can go in and you can put in what your calorie target is. So for today, I'm going to change mine back to 1650. Okay. And then here is where you can adjust your macro percentages. So if you are, let's say an ectomorph, and you're going to have 50% carbs, 30% protein, and maybe only 20% fat, that adds up to 100%. And then you hit that check mark, which I clearly did not hit correctly. There we go. And then you wait for that little, sometimes I jump the gun a little bit and I don't wait for that little timer thing to go away. So right there, it didn't change my calories. See, so I jumped the gun somewhere. So I'm going to put in 1600 right there. Right? Okay, so 1600, and then I've got my 50% carbs, 30% protein, 20% fat, and that's just what an ectomorph might do. And if you don't know what an ectomorph is, watch my last video. They're the ones who are naturally skinny and need more carbs than us endomorphs. So there we go. So that's where we're at. So once you do that, then you can go into, just keep hitting the back arrow, and then you go down here to diary. And this is where you enter your foods. So I'm going to pull up tomorrow. So every morning I have heavy cream in my coffee. And I usually have 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And I'm going to show you what that does. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, nutrition, right here, it's going to show you what your percentages of macros are. So it's 100% fat. There's no carbs in heavy cream, and there's also no protein. So everything I've consumed at that point is 100% fat. If you go to the nutrients tab, it's going to show me I still have 120 grams of protein that I need to consume for the day. And I still have 200 carbs to consume. And I only have 25 grams of fat left. So I'm going to have to make sure that I'm really careful, if I'm an ectomorph, which I'm not, that I'm really careful about my fats for the remainder of the day. Now, as an endomorph, I'm the one who gains fat very easily. It's really hard to gain muscle. So my fats are higher and my carbs are a little bit lower. And my protein is a little bit, I think I left the protein the same actually. So anyway, so let's go in and enter something else. So all I'm going to have in the morning is coffee. That's usually how I start my day. And then mid-morning, I may have a protein shake. I use Jamie Eason's Natural Whey because it's awesome. awesome. Tastes really good just with water. So that's what I love to use. And then maybe 2 rice cakes, okay? So it's already at the 2 quantity because that's what I usually have, because who just eats 1 rice cake? Weirdos. Okay, so now I've added in some protein and some carbs. So let's go see how that affected the macros thing at the bottom. All right, so back over here to macros. Now the pie chart has changed. So now we are at 26% carbohydrates, 38% fats, and 36% protein. So it's a little off kilter from what our goals are, but it's a little bit better than when it was just fat. So we know that we need to increase some things, decrease some other things as we go throughout the day and make sure that that's balanced. So I always come back over here to nutrients. There's a glare because of the light that I use to film these. But anyway, so you come back over here and it tells me that I still have 93 grams of protein left that I need to consume, 180 grams of carbs. Whoa. 180 grams of carbs to consume for the day, and I still have 22 grams of fat left. So basically it's kind of a jigsaw puzzle, and so you just work on that throughout the day. If you know, the best plan of action is to just plug in everything that you think you're going to eat for the day, see how it all balances out, and if you're way over on carbs and way under on fats, then you make some changes. And so it's a balancing act. It takes a little bit of adjusting as you go. There's a learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy, because you know that a protein shake is mainly all protein. It has a few carbs and maybe a gram or 2 of fat. And things like rice cakes have no fat, no protein. And then there are things like beans where they have both protein and carbs. And so you just have to kind of play around with it. Learn. The best thing for me, especially when I was starting, was to just go plug everything in, see how it looked, and then make adjustments. And that way I already had my whole day planned out. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to have that panic moment after I had eaten something and go enter it in and just cross my fingers and hoped it all came out okay. So that's how I use MyFitnessPal to stay on track. And then at the end, you can also use it to track your exercise and your water intake and things like that. I don't use it for that because I already have my macros figured out with my exercise taken into account. So I don't use it for that purpose, and I don't track my water because I have my big half-gallon jug that I drink on throughout the day, and if it's gone, I know that I've had enough. So but that's how I use it. And if you have any questions on that, just let me know. You can shoot me an email, rachel@fitlikeflint.com, or get in touch with me through Instagram, Snapchat, or Facebook, Fit Like Flint, on all of those. So if you have any questions that I didn't answer, get in touch with me. And otherwise, try using MyFitnessPal, and please comment below on YouTube and let me know how it goes. I'm really eager to hear from you. Take it easy. Bye-bye.